I'm Oreng Carolyne. I'm a counseling psychologist working with, for TINADA Youth Organization. We are partnering with Ponea Health, and we'll be talking about conduct disorder among children. Environment is one of the major predisposing factors for a child to have conduct disorder. If it's a child is growing in an environment where there's no order at all, where there's chaos, where there's no rules, where there are no people who care about other people, the child grows up without having any correction to be made. That is what is called conduct disorder. The child has to be in an environment where they are directed. If that environment is not well for that child, then this child will always get out of the way. Conduct disorder can be found genetically in the family, but if it is not, it is easy for one child to make these other children also behave the same way. It could be an influence or a style, or even watching a movie or movies that have those kind of traits. If both of the children watch this kind of movies or are exposed to a child who has conduct disorder, some of them might pick it. As we all know, children usually grow up in very different personalities. There are some whom, no matter what you tell them to do something, they will not do it because their personality is very strong. But if a child who is weak, his personality is very weak, it's so easy for that child to be influenced to become somebody who does not have order at all. You'll always find children, when they grow together, there's one that is close to the other, the other one is close to the other. So the child who has conduct disorder might either threaten these other children to lie for them, or they might teach them to do things that are not supposed to be done, or they might probably even reward them for doing things that they are made to do. So it can be influential from one child to another, or it can be from a family, which is something called genetic. Many children who have a child who has conduct disorder, it is very important for parents to learn or to know how this can be solved without making the child feeling discriminated. Because once the child feels that they are discriminated, and we do this a lot of the time as parents, we tell them, you have tough head, you are bad, you are misbehaving. Those words will obviously make a child feel like they are not loved, because they will see how these other children are treated. So it is very important for the parents to go to the counselor or to the psychiatrist to have a clear diagnosis. Do not diagnose a child before you see a psychiatrist or a counselor. So they can diagnose a child, and in that diagnosis, they will always tell you on how to make a child feel like as if they are these kind of bad people. They'll feel warm, they'll feel loved, and they'll be trained on how to help a child do this. That's why we have parent programs, you have school programs, teachers program, and even community programs that can really help a child to not to feel discriminated. Conduct disorder should be diagnosed when a child is 6 years old, and a child who is 6 years old is a child who is already going to school. So teachers will see this. Teachers are very good in seeing a child who has conduct disorder, and they'll always point it out. If the parent is keen, then this child can be helped. If the teachers are keen in school, this child can be helped. But if that is not taken into consideration, a child will grow with this behavior to a point whereby they will not be easily corrected. It will take time. The more it is instilled in a child, the harder it becomes so hard to help this child. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have learned a lot from each other. If you want to book my services, you can always do that through ponea.com. You will get me, you will be referred to me, and we will be able to continue with this topic or anything that might be disturbing you psychologically.